Hey, good morning to you. Hey, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works. You know, I went into the ministry when I was 19 years old and only knew two scriptures because I was raised in the church, but I didn't listen. So I knew John 3:16 and I knew the 23rd Psalm, but I got them confused every now and then. So let me share this with you about God being a good God. It says, God so loved that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Well, that's a good statement. God so loved that he gave. Doesn't say God so loved that he took. Doesn't say God so loved that he beat you over the head. Somebody said, well, you have to give up so much to be saved. Yes, you certainly do. You got to give up poverty. You have to give up sickness. You have to give up misery, dysfunctional family. You got to give all that up and receive the abundance that God wants you to have because he's a good God. God so loved that he is a giver. He gave. And he gave us abundant life, and he don't want us to perish, doesn't want us to be destroyed. Now, let me go over here to the 23rd Psalm. I'll read the last verse first. It says in the last verse, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Let me finish it there. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's a real good thing. Only goodness and mercy. Only goodness and mercy shall follow me. No yuck, no disease, no poverty. We shall be blessed. Now go to the first verse. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I want to add a therefore. Since the Lord is my shepherd, therefore I shall not want. Or in other words, God's in charge, taking care of me. Now watch, get this. Doesn't say the Lord is my shepherd and he comes by with a great big 2x4 to beat me up and straighten me out. No. He starts blessing me. The first thing that he did when he made Adam and Eve in the garden, it says God made them and God blessed them and said, be fruitful. He wanted them to be a blessing, be blessed, and to be fruitful. Now let's read on here in the 23rd Psalm. It says, he maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Now a shepherd, you know, the shepherd with his staff around the sheep, it's his responsibility to find the good food for the sheep and take them to that good pasture that's more than enough, and he makes them lie down there because they eat what they want, then they lie down and take a break. And then it says, he leadeth them beside still waters. Your life should be full of peace. Go to Jeremiah 29, verse 11, that God gives us shalom, the very peace of God. Now, that's a peace that passeth all understanding. Why did God say that about the sheep? They won't eat out of a rippling, running, fast-running brook. They'll only eat out of something that's kind of slow and gentle. And so it's the shepherd's job to find them good pasture, good food, and then a good place for watering so that they can be at peace while they water. God wants me to be at peace. Now watch this. I want you to, there's nothing bad in the 23rd Psalm. There's nothing bad in the heart of God when he thinks about you. He restoreth my soul. So he takes my mind and my will and my emotions and he restores them or makes them new, calms me down. He restoreth my soul and he leadeth me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Now here's a verse where people go crazy. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Well, doesn't that say God takes you down a hard time? No. Watch. Yea, though I choose to walk in the valley of shadow and death. I make the choice to get out of the perfect will of God. It says, still, even out there, I won't fear any evil, for you're with me. God's with me. And I know that his rod and his staff is going to take care of me. And then he goes right on in verse 5 to say, you prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Woo! Blessed we are. Blessed with goodness from God we are. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, and then you anointest my head with oil, watch, and my cup runneth over. You know, nobody gets upset when you're at a restaurant and you've asked for a glass of tea and they bring you some tea and everybody's eating their meal, and so they come around to refill your glass. And so the waitress kind of gets her mind on something else, and she starts running that glass completely over. Then everybody, wow! Everybody gets excited because your tea glass is running over. The blessings of God should be on you, that it rolls off on the other people like your tea does, and gets them excited because you're so blessed. Hey, listen, God's a good God, and He's got good things in store for you. And then it says that last verse, surely only goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the presence of God, living in His house. See, Pat and I live in this really nice house here, but she lives in my presence, and when she walks through, I talk to her and I reach out and touch her, or she walks by and I'll reach over and grab over here, and she's in my presence. So if you live in God's house, you're in His presence, and God's going to bless you. God's going to take care of you. So, hey, get this straight today. God so loved that He didn't come to steal, kill, and destroy. He came, Jesus said, that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. And God is looking for somebody to bless today. My Bible says the eyes of the Lord are running throughout the whole earth. He's searching for somebody to show Himself strong in their behalf. Hey, I'm that somebody. I am already blessed, but I'm ready for some more blessings. Hey, so until I'm with you tomorrow, make Jesus the Lord of your life. Put the Word first place in your life, and then when He becomes your shepherd, all your needs are supplied, and you're just going to enjoy the blessings of God, because only goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. Make Jesus Lord. Make the Word work. So until I'm with you tomorrow, Jesus is my Lord, and the Word is working for me.